Hey guys, what's going on? It's Alex here, and welcome to the video. This is part, I want to say 5 of my Gears of War playthrough. Anyway, we're just back, pretty much chilling out, and yeah. So at the moment, there's a bit. This is actually one of my favourite scenes of the game. Really, I just love this whole defender mentality and having to fight off, you know, kind of like a mini invasion and stuff. So it's definitely one of my favourite sections of the game, just because all you really do is just sit back and kind of shoot people. So just chuck a grenade down there. But anyway, so yeah, I've been getting back into the form of things in the shape of just sorry, my chest is a little bit how can I put it, a little bit shit. I think that's probably the best way of putting it. It's a little bit bad today, and so yeah, we are pretty much back in this, and we're just chilling out, and yeah, so I'm actually getting back into the swing of things with making videos. I've been kind of a bit on a kick lately, especially the last few days. I actually had my first multiplayer matches yesterday in Gears of War, which actually didn't go too badly. You know, I'm actually amazed that yeah, I'm actually amazed that in one match I actually finished with more kills and more downs and even a couple of revives, and I actually uploaded them yesterday, so you can watch that now, which hopefully you guys enjoy. I mean, it's just gameplay, straight up gameplay. Not gameplay, I'm the game player. Yeah, it's just straight up gameplay, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. I mean, you know, it wasn't great, it wasn't bad. You know, at the end of the day, I'm terrible. Oh, that's an email. Yeah, at the end of the day, I'm pretty shockingly awful at Gears of War. I will admit, you know, I'll be the first one to admit that I'm not a pro when it comes to Gears of War. But I think I've gotten a little bit better. Like I said, I've been playing a few games and kind of getting used to the shotgun and kind of just getting used to kind of taking it slow and easy, you know. I mean, playing stuff like Battlefield and Call of Duty over the last few months, it's you got to learn to calm down, you know, slow your rolls a little bit. Slow your roll, Jamoni. Oh, is that it? I think this. Oh, never mind. I was about to say, I think this is when the ground opens up and basically yeah, we get a shit ton of guys coming out the ground and basically trying to kill us. Oh, seems to be getting a little bit peppered here. But yeah, I also started my insane run on my my primary account, the one that I don't record on basically. And yeah, I mean, God, I forgot how. This is gonna sound stupid, but actually, how hard insane difficulty actually is. You know, even I mean, the little wretches can like essentially kill you in 2 hits, and especially if they're the exploding ones. God, they frickin' suck, honestly. God, if there's one type of enemy I hate, it's ones that like you kill and they still kill you. If that makes sense. So I think this is when they're gonna spawn. Is this where they're gonna spawn in behind us? Maybe. Yep, there you go. So yeah, if you don't kind of move over quickly enough, you'll tend to find that these guys will just kind of pop up on you, and wow, you guys are having a bad day. I mean, it has to be Dom again. Wow. Oh my goodness, that was terrible. Oh my goodness, that was bad. I was like, hey Dom, I've got you. Boom, you're dead. But what was I saying? Yeah, so I uploaded a video called Dom is an Arsehole, where later on in the game, when you get to a mansion part of the game, pretty much Dom, damn, he pretty much sat there and he kind of blocked me, and he actually legitimately blocked me into the room, and I couldn't get out, and I had to, you know, I had to pretty much restart the entire checkpoint, and God, yeah, Dom can be a dick like me. Jesus, I can see a fucking explosive missile coming straight towards my face, and I just sit there and go, ooh, pretty. God, you can tell I'm a little bit off today, but I'm just gonna pioneer. Goodness. You know when you can't speak? That's cool. But along with that, I'm pretty much continuing my my Dishonored playthrough. I'm doing a few PC videos later on. Don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Gonna play some Smite as well. Gonna play some Smite. Just generally build up my hopper of videos again, because the one great thing about kind of having a nice hopper of videos is it pretty much allows me to focus on kind of other stuff. And I mean, Mad Max actually came out today, but my pre-order's a little bit late. You see, I'm a noob. I still buy discs, not for everything, but you know, I still like buying discs. I like having boxes, and I like having special edition stuff. So Yeah, like a noob, I bought the CD. I think it's because it comes with like a hard case or something. That's pretty much all it is. It's got like a nice special steel case or something. I mean, they call it steel case, but it's just a metal case, really. Anyway, regardless. Yeah, so pretty much that pre-order is going to be a little bit late. So when I do get Mad Max, trust me, I'm going to be doing 6 or 7 videos. But at the moment, I've just for a while I kind of I think I've mentioned this in like a couple of videos now, but I just kind of had like, fucking hell, Jesus, you guys just messed those bodies up. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the. Yeah, I'm not even gonna attempt to scream with this croaky voice. Gotta sound old. My voice hurts. I feel old today. I'm going for a nap. Meh, 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 meh. Here we go. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, pretty much I was actually up until about 6 o'clock in the morning. This morning, obviously. Working on a little project, a little something in the works, and basically just wow, people are still cutting the grass in September. Jesus. Yeah, just pretty much just working on a little miniature project, nothing fancy, and yeah, while doing that, I was pretty much jumping in and out of Gears of War and just I mean, Gears of War is a great game for just loading up, playing about 5 minutes of, and just kind of, ooh, wow, I got extremely lucky there. Yeah, it's great for just like loading up for about 5 minutes, having a little play about, and then pretty much just kind of putting it away and, you know, getting on with your work or whatever. But yeah, I also had something else there pop up essentially today, and yeah, I got some thinking to do if I want to go down a certain path. Obviously, it's to become a Broadway dancer. I want to make it to Broadway. I want to headline New York City or something. I don't know. I don't know what the big thing of Broadway is. I just tend to talk crap on the internet, so I should make a shirt. I just talk crap on the internet. But that would be my shirt. Here we go. I was almost about to skip that then, then I realised, oh shit, you know, I'm not playing with myself anymore. So I've got to leave the cutscenes in. Well, oh yeah, I mean, just yeah, it's getting back into the rhythm of things. I mean, literally a couple of months ago, I was recording 2-3 times a week and uploading daily and very, you know, active on Twitter and stuff. And now I'm just like, kill me. And yeah, it's just it's building up those videos again. I think I've got like, I mean, if I manage to get through kind of my little schedule I've got today, I'd be very happy, because I'd end up having 7 or 8 videos, which kind of frees me up for the next week to do other stuff. I'm just listening to my voice and I sound so bored. So yeah, I'm playing Gears. Oh god. Yeah, so here's Gears, and it's like Gears, you know. Yeah. Again, apologies for that. I'm a little bit. I don't want to say under the weather, because it seems like I say that a lot in videos, like, oh, I'm under the weather. But yeah, generally I am. I've just been up the last few nights, and it's many chest problems. I'm having I mean, it's not a heart attack, by the way. You know, I know what a heart attack is. Obviously, I haven't had one, but well, I guess I don't know what one is. Anyway, you know, I've just got just a bit of a knackered chest at the moment. You know, just it's not very good. You know, not very good. You know, the chest, it's not performing very well. But we push very hard. Anyway, so this is the bit of the game I least like, or I should say I hate. Basically because it introduces exploding Lambent wretches, which if you don't know what a Lambent / enemy is essentially it's the little wretches, which are a little pain in the asses anyway. And when you kill them, they explode because they're Lambent, so it's like they essentially become a walking Molotov practically. And yeah, I hate this game. I know, obviously I don't hate this game, otherwise I wouldn't be playing it. I hate this part of the game just primarily because of those enemy types. I hate when games implement enemies which you kill and then they still can kill you. And excuse me for a second, I'm just going to take a quick drink of water.
Come on, Cole. Let's move.
Ah, that's better. Man, that's gonna sound awful. Me going in the mic. But yeah, you know, it's like I don't know what it is about games, but they like to implement enemies that either explode when you attack them, or they on death they then essentially kind of, well, just be honest, they'll dick you over. You know, it's they seem to like enemies where it's like I mean, you got Gears of War with the exploding Lambent Wretches. And especially with the tickers in the latest the later editions of the series, you got tickers. Those are Lambent Wretches, by the way. They are pretty creepy. I mean, I'll give the designers credit. I mean, this level was quite a creepy level. I mean, thankfully on normal, they're not really much to really worry about. I mean, they're very easy to kill. Just very easy to kill. I mean, that's all I can really say. But yeah, so there was also, if you remember, a really bad game called Dead Island a few years back, which completely lied with its trailer. You thought you were going to have an awesome story experience, and the fact that there was a family and a little kid that you never even interact with the entire game, kind of, well, you fucking got lied to, basically. Same with Alien Colonial Marines. And yeah, I mean, recently I just finished off Dying Light, which I feel like picking that back up and doing a series in that again, because it was actually quite a lot of fun. And I never actually finished the walkthrough on my channel, so I felt like going, well, maybe I should, you know, play it again and basically just, you know, finish it off for my channel's sake, you know, because it's like I've got so many half-assed walkthroughs just because I get about halfway through them and you know, like walkthroughs and guides and stuff are very time oriented, I should say, because, you know, if there's a new game that comes out and you take 6 months to finish a walkthrough on it, unless it's a really long game, like, I don't know, like say something like Final Fantasy or Fallout, for instance, it's like the Road to Fallout series. I mean, I started that a couple of months ago. I did like 2 parts, and then I just, you know, I just completely forgot about it. I just completely went, yep, fuck it. I mean, even my Fallout 3, I did like 4 or 5 parts, and then I just forgot all about it because, yeah, I mean, you know, with those games, I felt like there was an audience for it, you know, regardless of how old they were. But, you know, I kind of sat there and thought, well, you know, a load of people are now doing Road to Fallout 4 and blah blah blah, and it was a very time-oriented thing. So I thought, screw it, you know, I might as well go for it, you know. So, yeah, I'd like to finish off some walkthroughs and stuff like that, but again, it's like I'm not going to go back and play a game from 6 years ago just to finish a walkthrough. I mean, Gears of War, thankfully, it's I mean, what act are we in? I mean, we're in Act 3 already, so, you know, there's not much to do after this. I mean, we're going to go underground, then we're going to go above ground, then there's that whole business with the train, the fact how the hell did they get on the train, and yada yada yada. But I'm actually going to be playing Viva Pinata again with the Rare Replay coming out. Thankfully, they've kind of put Viva Pinata in the new console. I mean, obviously Viva Pinata is like a console exclusive, awesome game. It's not, it's a PC as well, but honestly, if you've never played Viva Pinata, I will suggest playing it. I know it sounds like a baby game, it's like, oh, it's for kids, but it's actually quite, the best way to describe it is kind of like, what's that game? It's kind of like Farmville and, what's the DS game? Harvest Moon, stuff like that, where it's like, you really have to like work at that game. Like, you have to have a spreadsheet and be like, okay, to get this one, you know, you need to kind of tackle it in phases where, you know, to attract one pinata, you've got to breed this type of pinata, but to, you know, get those pinatas to breed, you've got, I mean, it gets quite complicated later on where, you know, you want to attract a pinata to your garden, but it's got to kill and eat 2 with these pinatas, but you don't get to see them much. And I mean, you can cheat in that game and buy pinatas, but even then they can be quite expensive, so you've got to like, you got to farm other pinatas to sell. I mean, like, the great thing about the essentially those things were just eating that guy. I mean, there's nothing really too story important there, but yeah, I mean, Viva Pinata, the actual pigeon pinatas are like a great resource because, you know, they're very easy to make breed. You know, you can basically make them pop out like 16 babies in a day, and once they're fully grown, they're like 300 coins each. So it's like, as long as you keep like the kind of, I guess, the OG, the original gangsters, you should you could just, I mean, amass a small fortune in that game. But anyway, I'm talking about Viva Pinata in a game where there's a chainsaw and a gun and enemies curb stomping you and shooting you, and I don't know why. I don't know why I'm talking about that, but anyway. Yeah, after this I'm going to record some more Dishonored, maybe some World of Tanks, considering that World of Tanks has just got released on, well, it got released a while back, but you know, it has come out finally for the Xbox One. I'm hoping War Thunder comes to the Xbox One, because that's a great game, and I'd love to do I'd like to do kind of like a road to a tier 5 plane or a tier 10 plane. It's been so long since I played War Thunder, I can't remember what the planes were like. All I remember is that the biplanes are like my favourite planes in those games, just because of how agile and kind of how funny and stupid they are. They're just awesome. But so yeah, we have just pretty much met with this stranded guy. He pretty much, I think if I remember correctly, he like worked here or something, or he pretty much knows how to work this place. And yeah, he's going to show us where the control room is, and he's like, hey, we're going to get out of here, and you're like, yes, of course we are, Mr. Weirdo. I mean, it's pretty much the future version of me. But yeah, so pretty much we're going to just team up with this. I say essentially, basically, and pretty much quite a lot when I make videos, I've noticed. They're like my catchphrases, except not catchy and not real phrases. Or I should say they're phrases that everybody uses, so they're not anything special. But what I've noticed from my couple of playthroughs through this, outside of recording, is this game is quite glitchy. There's a few areas where, you know, I've reloaded checkpoints and the frame rate has completely dropped, and obviously you saw in the last part with the driving the vehicle bit, yeah, there was a lot of instances where the car would glitch and I'd have to restart it because I couldn't get it. There's times where bullets have completely disappeared, enemies disappear, enemies don't spawn. I've had quite a lot of that where I was meant to clear out an area, but for some reason the wretch either got glitched into a wall or didn't even spawn, which, you know, that's fun. That's fun, pulling your hair out and stuff, but I could really do with grabbing a shotgun. I mean, the sniper for this bit isn't going to really be effective, but saying that, I mean, once you get underground, the sniper just come back in handy, so I guess I'll stick with the Lancer then. I mean, the Lancer's so badass anyway. But yeah, it was, I think last time I discussed, not imports, but, you know, like HD remasters and, you know, re-releases and stuff like that. Now, watch this guy. You know, we've saved this guy, you know, it's like, you're okay, dude, stick with us, you'll be fine. Nope. So his body just completely ragdolled. Now, this does move, if I remember. I think it's this one, yeah, there you go. You just need to kind of teeter around a little bit and kind of just be easy on this one, because if you're on normal difficulty, don't worry about dropping through the floorboards, because you can run away from the wretches below. But you know, at the same time, just if you do it in one go, it's probably a lot easier than having to restart it constantly. What was I saying? Whoa, yep. So here we go. So what, if you do drop down, basically just run to this corner and jump up the ladder. You should be fine. What was I saying? Yeah. Anyway, so someone was talking about so is Gears of War 2, 3, Judgment Day, are they going to get re-released the same way Gears of War did? And I can't remember who I was listening to, but they said that because of the backwards compatibility coming to Xbox One, there's not really much of a chance of that happening. But the reason why I would like to see it happen, I'd like to see a proper Gears of War collection like the Master Chief, is I would like to see the updated graphics. I mean, they did a nice job. I mean, apart from the glitches and stuff, they did a nice job with the cutscenes, and they actually added in the missing scene from Gears of War 1. Because if you played the original, you'll remember the fact that in the final bit of the game, your characters get to a train station. It's like, oh, we're going to get on a train, and then they hopped on a train, and then somehow you're fighting for a massive bomb. But with this, with the Ultimate Edition, they actually filled in that gap of the story and actually told you why they were doing it, why they jumped on the train, and yada yada yada, and they actually filled in the gap. But at the end of the day, I would just like to see I'd just like to see the old Gears of War games, since they all I mean, they are better than Gears of War 1, and especially the location. So I'd like to see, you know, Jacinto and the underground, you know, Locust colony. Or I mean, Gears of War 3 had some amazing locations, and I would love to see them in, you know, nice graphics. You know, I'd like to see them up-resed again. So I hope they do kind of re-release the, or I should say HD remaster the other three Call of Duty, the other three Gears of War games, because, you know, being a big Gears of War fan, I'd like to play through them again, and especially with the better graphics and stuff, and just generally the better frame rate and stuff, and just having them hopefully run a little bit better. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's backwards compatibility is gonna kind of ruin that, really. I mean, backwards compatibility is great and all, but it's kind of like, at the same time, it's, do you really want to play an old game that badly? Like, I never got rid of my 360. And a lot of people are like, oh, so you want to pay for old games? It's like, you know, I don't mind paying for old games as long as they have had something done with them. Or at least in the case of Resident Evil HD Remastered Super Turbo Deluxe Edition, which came out a little bit ago. Well, no, it came out like last October, I think. I'm a noob, sorry. Yeah, that came out, you know, a while back, and that gave me the opportunity to play Resident Evil. I never played the first one. I never played the HD remaster on the GameCube. So by doing a HD release of it, they've actually kind of helped me out a bit, and you know, they've helped me out a bit. And actually, I might go for the snub pistol because I just prefer it, honestly. You know, by doing the HD releases of like Resident Evil and stuff, it'd be nice. But you know, I would just like to see games, you know, retextured, all the DLC in one place. It'd just be nice. But anyway, what else is going on with me? Seeing that this is kind of a slow bit. This is like the slow burning area. It's like, it's meant to be kind of creepy and tense and kind of like, ooh, look how scary it is. But once you've played through it I mean, for me, this is like my third time. This is like my third time actually playing through this bit. So yeah, I'm kind of just wanting to burn through it as quickly as possible. I mean, it's not really exciting anyway, apart from a few enemies. Where the hell is Dom? There he is. Yeah,
Can't stop the train, baby.
Here we go. Here's Coltrane. Who doesn't love Coltrane? I mean, the one thing that Gears of War Judgment did right was the fact that you had Cole and Baird, who are, at least in my opinion, probably the best two out of the Delta Force team, whatever you want to call them. I just call them Delta, like the game calls them. I'm an idiot. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, the fact that they put two of probably the most charismatic, or at least two of the most character based. I mean, Dom and Marcus are okay. Like, they've got some good backstory, but the problem is they're so boring as video game characters. I mean, Marcus just shouts and grunts and generally just looks pissed off. Dom has a nice backstory with it. Well, not nice, but you know, a good emotional backstory with his wife Maria, and you know, stuff like that, and kind of what he did before joining Delta and stuff. But you know, when it's tackled, it's like you start feeling for Dom, and then for the rest of the game, he either doesn't say anything or he just says really stupid shit, and you just sit there going, you had like some great potential for these two characters, and just never really got it, you know. But I mean, Cole and, you know, Baird are awesome. You know, you got one who was like a professional athlete turned like soldier. Then you got like Baird, who was a leader of you know, a squad, and you know, I mean, exploring their story, you know, in Judgment was really cool, and it was nice to not have just two meatheads going. It's like, okay, cool. I mean, if you heard that coming out of someone's TV next door, you'd go, what is he watching? what's he doing a little Google search on? I mean, I don't hate Marcus and I don't hate Dom. It's just, you know, it's just, in terms of characters, I just don't think they're all that good. You know, which, you know, no offense to, what they're called, Epic Games. You know, again, I was always a huge fan of Epic Games. Fucking hell. Yeah, those lambent wretches are so fucking goddamn annoying just because of that nature of, oh, well, here comes one of them. Now, I can't just stay in cover and shoot him, otherwise he'll blow up and kill me. And you can't just kind of ignore him because they'll fucking kill you. I mean, they are probably, I mean, there's a load of annoying enemies in Gears of War, but definitely for the first game, the Lambent Wretches are, at least in my opinion, the worst enemies in this game. I mean, don't get me wrong, General Ram isn't that tough, but you know, at the same time, it's like these enemies are just, oh god. Because again, like the drones and stuff will actually rush you and pretty much make you panic, while the Wretches, it's just kind of like they don't make you panic in the sense that like you're like, oh my god, I've got to kill him, oh god, I'm so scared. It's like, oh my god, I've got to kill him, otherwise it's gonna completely like butt fuck me. And it's just, I hate enemies like that. You know, I hate enemies where their whole thing is just kind of like, I'm just gonna basically annoy you. You know, it's like, I understand that that's what they're for. They are meant to, you know, they're meant to annoy you and kind of mess up your rhythm or mess up your plan and stuff. But you know, it's like, it's just they're just annoying. Because they're not even really that tough. If they didn't explode, they really wouldn't be that much of a like a tough enemy. But the fact that they explode just makes life a living hell, basically. So yeah, we're just gonna unload into that guy. There you go. I mean, the game's not really all that tough, apart from on like hardcore, because you go from being able to take a bit of damage to basically becoming a little wuss, a little wimp. I mean, don't get me wrong, if a locust punched me in the face, I'd be fucking dead, so yeah. But I think NFL 16 has just been released, obviously to coincide with the start of the NFL season, which I'm super excited about. I've got a good feeling that the Steelers, I mean, apart from Le'Veon Bell's suspension, you know, I've got a good feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be, anyway. No, I'm just really excited. I mean, we've got the whole Brady situation going down. You know, there's a bunch of stuff going on with Brady. So I'm curious to see how the Patriots are gonna cope those first few games. I mean, I think regardless, once Brady comes back, he's gonna take him to the Super Bowl. Well, not the Super. Hopefully not the Super Bowl, because I want my Steelers to be there. You know, 50th Super Bowl. Is it the 50th? I think it's yeah, it's the 50th. What? I mean, anyway. I mean, regardless, you always want your team to go to the Super Bowl, regardless of what number it is. But yeah, I mean, you know, we got the Buffalo Bills who finally decided who their starter's going to be. You know, there's a lot of curious stuff happening this year in the NFL. I mean, I want to see how Green Bay behave not having. I think it's Jordy Nelson who pulled his ACL. I want to see if that's going to impact them in any way, or whether or not they're just going to kind of pick up and carry on. That should be fun. But coming up on the end of the video, because nothing's really going to happen, I guess I'll just pause it. And it's not really important to do this in the full length anyway. Anyway, thank you very much for watching again, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed part 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever part this is. And hopefully you've enjoyed my company. I know I've rambled on a lot and talked a lot of crap, but anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys, and hopefully you all have a very nice day. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.